Speaking of new players, once they are new, they will probably have a lot of questions. And one thing that Sean and I get a lot is questions from new players that we've just taught to play Magic on how to do things. And so we're trying to have a new player spotlight each time with some questions that have come up. And one question that's come up a lot lately is Planeswalkers.
Yes.
How do you use them? What are they? Definitely for new players. Like, are they a creature when I play them on the battlefield? Can I attack with them? Can I attack them? Do I have to declare that I'm attacking them? Can I change my mind later if I forgot? All of those things. So,
yes,
we wanted to.
With the new set, there's how many Planeswalkers? 36?
Planeswalker in every pack. So
we figured it was a good time to bring that up.
Yeah. So, if you look at our screen here, we have a nice little example for you. This is what a Planeswalker will look like. And tell us about the parts of the card, Shauna.
Okay, so number 1 on the Jason Genius Mind Mage along the top there is the name of the card. So the name is at the top of the card. That's number 1. Number 2 is the mana cost, and that's the same for so many cards. And number 3 is the type line. So down underneath the picture, there is a type line, and that tells you that all Planeswalkers are legendary. Some of the older cards don't have that on there, so make sure that you remember that piece.
So when I play this, tell me a little bit about legendary. When I play this on the battlefield, does this mean I can only have like one legendary Planeswalker in my deck? Like, what does legendary mean? What's the difference between legendary and not?
Okay, well, legendary, the new rule for legendary is that you can't have a legendary card out that has the same name. So for example, in this case, you can't have 2 Jace Ingenious Mind Mages out on the battlefield at the same time, but you can have more than one in your deck.
Yeah, so it's always been a rule that you couldn't have, for example, 2 Jaces on the battlefield, but they've changed it so that it's by the same name. This is recently anyways, not super recently, but so I can have Jace Ingenious Mind Mage on the battlefield as well as Jace Architect of Thought, for example.
That's right, yeah. So you can have both of those out because of that new legendary rule.
But if I want to put another Jace Ingenious Mind Mage on the battlefield because it's legendary,
you have to choose which one to keep.
Yeah. Is there any reason I would ever do that?
Yeah, if you want to have those, the little, well, we're going to get into it, the little loyalty points tick off.
Loyalty
counters. So I have done that the odd time. I've wanted a Johnny to be out. I put counters on my creatures because that's his +1. He's putting counters on creatures, and then I'll put another Johnny out. Desperate times call for desperate measures, and pump them up again. Because then I can do it again. So then I've got creatures that can run over them or whatever.
So you want to use that Planeswalker ability more than once in a turn. You can place another one out.
Because normally, we should point that out, and we're going to get into number 4, the +1s and the minuses on the side, on the bottom there. Those are loyalty.
Loyalty what?
Loyalty counters.
Counters.
So yes, so that's every time you have a Planeswalker out, you can choose one of those things based on its base loyalty, which is number 6 there. So you can add 1 or -1 or whatever the number is, but you can only do that once per turn.
So should I think of the loyalty kind of like its life?
Yes.
It's
very
not,
much so.
It's not its life. It's called loyalty. But if you're new to Magic, you can kind of think of it as it's another player on the battlefield. You're a Planeswalker. It's a Planeswalker. And it's your sidekick. And it can do some special stuff for you as long as you keep it alive. So can I attack your Planeswalker?
Yes, for sure. So when you are facing a Planeswalker, you can attack it. So when you go to your attack phase, you can declare whether you're attacking the player or the Planeswalker. So then the other player can choose whether he's going to block for himself or for the Planeswalker or not. It's totally up to the defending player.
So that's in the declare attacker stage.
Declare attacker stage. So you have to say that then. Yeah,
you're gonna say I'm gonna attack your Planeswalker or I'm going to attack you. And can you split it up? Can you have some of your creatures go at the Planeswalker and some go at another?
For sure.
Awesome.
Sure. Yeah.
Cool.
And same with blocking. Okay, so then the last thing on a Planeswalker card, down the last loyalty thing, is usually people refer to it as the ultimate. So they'll say, hey, Jace's ultimate is amazing, or whatever. So that's what they're talking about, is that ultimate, the -9 in this case on this card, where he can gain control of up to 3 target creatures. So it's usually something amazing.
Yeah. Now that some of the new Planeswalkers though aren't legendary.
Right.
They don't have well, they don't really have ultimates. They're a little bit less powerful.
Yep.
So the legendary or mythic Planeswalker, mythic level Planeswalker will usually have 3 loyalty abilities on it. One of them's usually a +1. And the other 2 are minus abilities. And you can think of it as you're adding loyalty and subtracting loyalty to pay for those abilities. And yes, the ultimate is usually, people will ask, well, what's its ultimate? They want to know what the last ability is.
Exactly. How bad is it going to get?
How bad is it going to be if I let this Planeswalker stay alive?
Exactly. But the new ones, a lot of them have what's called static abilities on them. So as long as they're sitting there, something happens.
That's the first time we've seen Planeswalkers with static abilities on them. So, and a lot of them don't have any way to increase, so they'll just have a negative loyalty.
Well, is that totally true?
Well, if you use something like proliferate, then you can increase their loyalty. So that's really important to know why they're called loyalty counters, because if you have a card that lets you increase counters on something, you can target a Planeswalker.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like proliferate.
Say that
5 times proliferate.
fast.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a little recap of what Planeswalkers can do. But if you have any questions, just message us, and if we've said something wrong, totally let us know too.
Yeah, so let us know in the comments, reply to us, let us know who your favorite Planeswalker is,
yes,
or which Planeswalker you are most excited about. Also, if you have a reason why more girls should play Magic, please let us know, and we may include that in another video. So thank you for tuning in today. We hope you enjoyed the episode, and we'll see you next time.
And yeah, if you want to subscribe so you don't miss any of the Tap That MTG coming up, make sure you click on the subscribe button and the notification button too. Don't forget to do that. Absolutely. I had to get my nerd stuff in there. So
see you again.
Have a good night.
Later.